Welcome to the Arnold Bernhard Library's video on finding databases related to your major. Often you'll get assignments to connect what you're learning in a class to your major. You'll learn two ways to find databases that have articles from sources focused on an academic discipline or major or subject. Research guides are the first recommended method of finding discipline-specific databases. Along with the databases, research guides give you other selected sources of reliable information. Our All Databases A to Z list has a subject search based on Quinnipiac majors. While there isn't as much guidance on how to use the databases or how to find other information sources, you can get to a list of relevant databases. Let's start at the Arnold Bernhard Library's MyQ homepage. I'm just going to scroll past the extra information on top and select the Research Guides link over here above Library OneSearch. Right there. We'll click on that, and this brings you to an alphabetical list of all the guides. While you can do a search for keywords within the guides, the subject search will give you more focused results. So just above the list of guides here, select by subject. This gives you a list of subjects that we have guides for. Scroll down to choose the subject closest to your major. If you don't see your major listed, look for your school. So I'm scrolling a little bit and we'll choose Communications. Communications has 4 guides. You can tell that by looking across to the number next to the subject. So we'll open up Communications, and there are 4 guides having to do with communications here. 3 of them are more specific than what we need right now, so I'll select the one that's just called Communications. Now that we're in a research guide, I'll quickly explain what they are. Research guides are collections of library databases, books, journals, and often freely available websites that are created for courses, majors, or subjects at Quinnipiac. You'll also find information on topics like identifying types of articles and citing. Research guides are created by Quinnipiac librarians and customized to be helpful to Quinnipiac students. When you get into a research guide yourself, explore the different tabs across the top of the screen or sometimes down the left side of the screen to get the most benefit from the guide. For now, we'll go straight to the Databases tab in the middle and click on that. Instead of a long list of all of our databases, here are 6 that are most helpful to students in the School of Communications. You can read the description under each one to choose the ones most helpful to you based on your current assignment. Clicking on a database's title will bring you into the database with a login screen if you're off campus. And here we are in Communication and Mass Media Complete. Let's go back to the library homepage. The other way to get to databases for a particular major or subject is through the All Databases link. That normally displays over here on the right side of your screen. If you're using a small screen, for example on your phone, it might be underneath Library OneSearch. The All Databases title here and the Complete List of Databases link both bring you to the full list of databases. I'll click on the complete list. This is a lot to scroll through. Our number of databases varies, but we usually have quite a few. So, under the words A to Z databases up here towards the top, use the All Subjects drop-down and choose a subject. You can use the scroll bar if it doesn't appear right away. So I'm scrolling down and I will choose Mathematics. When we get to the page of databases that have something to do with mathematics, you'll see that there's a box on the top called Best Bets. In this case, there's one database. It's called MathSciNet, which is a specialized database for mathematics and statistics. You might see one database here, you might see several depending on the subject and how focused the databases are. Following the Best box, and I'll scroll down so you can see more of this, there's an alphabetical list of other databases that could be used for math or statistics. This list includes multidisciplinary databases such as Academic Search Complete, and databases that might be helpful for specific questions, such as the Biography Reference Bank for finding biographies of mathematicians. Again, click on the database's title to get into the database, logging in if you're off campus. We won't do that now to save time. So, back on the library homepage, you've now learned how you can find databases that are useful for your major, school, or subject area, either through research guides or the All Database list, which has two ways to get into it, both of which can be browsed by subject. Please feel free to contact a reference librarian if you have any questions. We would be happy to help you.